All right. And here we are back on this Wednesday morning with our second video, and that is for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, sitting in your energy. You guys have had a shared theme with a few of the signs, the last couple signs anyway. And I'm never shocked about that, especially if it's a similar element sign like Pisces we just completed. But you have come to mix with Pisces, Taurus, and some Capricorn energy this season. I don't know. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But everybody else's business is your business this month. What? That's what I got. And that's why the title is Your Cut. I think you are either collecting your cut, discussing your cut, or something about your cut. And that's why I think it was so significant that you showed up in other people's messages because, again, it was about the download that came in and the people who were in the download. And one of those people were a Scorpio. But the topic was the middleman in between a talent or a service and the business and or the money people. You don't have the money, you don't have the talent or the business, but you're the person who are connecting the two. So where's your cut? That's what you're saying. Okay. So the middleman gets paid too, is what you're saying. I get it, and I ain't mad at you. There's been this debate based on whether it's legit or not. In the context I give is that let's use real estate, right? Because the middleman has to happen in that sense. But why do people have it's bigger challenges or bigger uh disagreements when it comes to entertainment? Because the person who came up for Scorpio, guess who he is? I know y'all might not want this person to be y'all's archetype this month, but P. Diddy, bitch. He is a Scorpio, the epitome of. And I honestly, I disagree with a lot of his behaviors that have come to the forefront currently. I wouldn't say would be necessarily Scorpio. That may be some other um areas of his chart. But the middleman energy, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Now, more for my men, not necessarily for my women, but women nonetheless, you guys still will be in the middle of some type of business deal this month. All right. So now, what if your money isn't in being the talent? What if you don't pose? What if you don't possess the talent, Scorpio? What if your money is in knowing the talent, knowing the person with the money, and putting those two together? And making sure you get paid because neither one of them gets where they're going without their connection. Neither one of them would have met without you putting them together. So let's talk about the middleman money. All right. So let's go ahead and pull your oracle, and we're going to go ahead and get into the just of the cards. But before I do that, good morning, Scorpio. If you're new here or old here, welcome back. I'm a goddess Divine Reflections, and this is your August money, career, and wealth reading. And Scorpio finally gave me something more specific than just movement and dissatisfaction this month. This looks like positioning, connections, access, and knowing how to get paid for being in the middle. Okay? That's a good skill to have. I wish I had it. Honestly, I always want to do shit for free. I need to take a page out of y'all's book. Honestly. But when I looked into this download even further, although we use Diddy and Puff Daddy as the archetype, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's not the whole person. It's just that middleman mentality. How long has P. Diddy lived off of other people's talent? Shit. 10 decades? Hi, baby, hi. 10 decades now? I mean, not 10 decades, 3 decades now, at least. I think he has helped present or remember making the band. He was involved in that. Shit. Tupac. Not Tupac, I'm sorry, Biggie. But he was involved in a potential demise of Tupac, is what they say. So it could go either way. He's in the position to help you make money or lose money. He's the middleman. And that was a Scorpio energy, okay? So the archetype came through as someone who can operate between another person's talent, another person's money, the opportunity, and the business structure. Simple. And somehow still profit significantly from the connection. And so that's where a lot of the debate came in is the profit, the significant profit. How much are you profiting? So there may be people questioning your profit, questioning your middleman energy this month. Thank you, love. Thank you. But, and Scorpio may thrive financially through management. This may be the areas that might benefit you. Management, production, booking, representation, consulting. Okay. You will do really well in these arenas. Networking, deal making, connecting clients, connecting talent and capital, being the person behind the scenes. Do you know how many apps and websites there are today where you can go on and just, it's an app of people with money that don't know what to do with it? I think you need to take heed to this app or these apps. Find the people with the money, because I feel like you know so many people with talent and so many people with things that don't have the funding. And we know how it is about banks just going out here giving you money. No, you need to start making those connections. And I feel like a bit of you have those connections. Look, I got street money connected with professional corporate money. Yes. Listen, teach him how to take his money out the streets. Teach him how to do this. Teach. I feel like you will be in a position, despite being a teacher, but the consultant. Consult with people where you're redirecting their money, rather. You could make this a really good business. Okay? So the question becomes, are you supposed to be doing the work, or are you organizing the people doing the work? That's a big one. So you also had a sneaky money feeling around you, Scorpio. So be careful with that. Not automatically criminal or dishonest, but more hidden arrangements, quiet business moves, percentages others may not fully be aware of or can see. And that's okay too, right? But I find that if it's something you want to be transparent with and you want this person to have an ongoing business relationship, some things may need to be exposed that normally aren't, right? Like the percentages. Behind the scenes compensation, power through information and access. So with the cards, we're going to determine smart business moves, private business moves, strategic positioning, or somebody getting too stuck or slick with the deal. Okay. So now some things that did carry over from other messages from your general and love readings. More movement and travel than usual. So this may be a business deal that you do on the fly where you're while you're traveling. May come at a shocker. Who else got that? Okay. But this is also routine changes. You're not bored, but also not complacent, but not fully satisfied. Okay. Could be career dissatisfaction or searching for the next financial lane. So constructs is your oracle. Ain't nothing but tools. They say you have all the tools you need with the constructs. You think that you don't have the gift of the gab, but it ain't even about a lot of talking. It's about positioning. Okay? You see a talent, you see the money, let's have a lunch date. I know somebody I think you'd like to meet. I think this person would be beneficial to your team. Period. Have lunch. You ain't got to say a lot of things. You ain't got to say a lot of shit at all, honestly. All you have to do is position yourself and you're going to be okay. Now, look what's blocked. We start off with the Ten of Swords, and this is mental anguish, mental disruption, but something's blocking it. And I really believe that's because you were doing whatever was necessary to keep your mind flowing. Your mind, something attempted to block these mental the mental anguish. Something attempted to get on your mind and disrupt. Something made you feel that what you were doing, what you were involved in, was starting to take advantage of everything in your life, or could. All right, but the Emperor, this is the man with the money. Okay, he is not only the man with the money or the woman. Let's not look at the feminist or masculine side more than the fact that he is standing on business, but he is a divine masculine energy rather. So if this is my females, you may be connected to this man of prestige. You may be getting into this energy that you need. Like women can have that masculine energy. We require a certain amount of masculine energy for balance. So maybe that was out of balance in the past, or if the mental anguish has been blocked, you have always been stable, structured, and in position, ready to receive these deals, ready to receive these positions, right? But Nine of Wands, and I never really read the future. Something's coming up ahead, and I think that this is your warning. I think that you've been on a certain career path that is ready for some type of change. And despite the stability, the structure, the complacency, remember the card earlier said, this is not complacency or the messages or the downloads. This is not about you getting comfortable with where you are. This is saying that if you get comfortable where you are, She could get real uneasy up ahead. All right. So it is time for a career change. This could look like promotion. This could look like this. Fuck everybody else. This could look like you positioning yourself for yourself. What do I need to do to promote into this position? What do I need to do to get in the good business with these corporate people? Go play golf. Go do some of the side skills they love to do. It ain't even about a skill more than it's just what they do to connect with their hobbies. So with people with money, sometimes their hobbies look the same. They go play golf, they boat, they go out on the weekends, they do though. But then people with out money, they don't. They're at home, they're cooking, they're relaxing, they're recuperating for the next week. Just a cycle wheel of complacency. And I feel like if you've been in this place, Scorpio, it's time to get out. You're ready to get out. And this month is going to give you an opportunity to do so. Okay? Whether this is for yourself, by yourself, or with another and or a partnership or business opportunity in the month of August. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is coming up. I'm not surprised. This is generous, caring, comforting, wisdom, and are welcoming, sensible, kind partner, but also a homebody, nurturing abundance and stability. So, Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn energy for sure. I spoke that in the beginning that there could be a Capricorn connection, but you could be presented with a relationship that offers this to you, right? This may have the opportunity of financial stability that you don't think you could have met on your own. Not even in what you want to do with your career, not even what you want to do in your goal. Now this person comes in, potential person, and I don't think it just happened. This is someone who's been in your sphere and you're looking at them as a potential partner or you already partner with them, right? And they are very stable, very, okay? So how does this contribute to your story? Are you agreeing with them or are you going in businessship with them? Partnership with them for a business? Page of Swords, new, gossip, nosy, needs to know everything, investigative, curious, chatty, communicative, vigilant, but an intellectual relationship. So this is somebody want to know all your business and all your tea, boo-boo. They want to know what you're already putting your money and your investments in before they invest in you. And by all means, right? That's to me, that's you're afraid of this because of what they may find. But they're like, nah, that's the only thing that'll help me continue to invest in this situation, this relationship, this business partnership. All right. So this is a relationship I find, whether it's new or one that you've been in for a while, they're very stable. They're very in the need to know. Maybe the person you're connected to is this person who always connects people to others, right? And maybe it's time for you to let them connect you to what you need. Y'all only been love, y'all only be relationships, and that's okay. But now this is something I very rarely see. But to me, Spirit is giving you now need to mix business with pleasure. This is where business partnerships would win, honestly. Okay? The World card ends it, and that's confirmation. This is a closing chapter or closing cycle. And to me, it's like either you're leaving them. Why would you leave somebody who could present possible stability to you? That's dumb. That's actually sabotaging you, honestly. But it's completion, it's achievement, it's fulfillment. It's a sense of becoming and or belonging. This is the wholeness, this is evolution, it's money success. So the person you're with or connected to is very financially stable. You leave, you go, they're gonna be fine. Or this is you. So there is a partnership though, I think. Honestly, this is not you more or less that I don't think that you're not stable. I think that the person you finally met or the person you're gonna meet this month can match that shit. Match it so much that you were shocked that they could. Like they are just as negotiating as you. They are just as well involved in the community as you. They are just as connected as you. And you're looking at them like, damn, is this just supposed to be business? Now, that's not something usually people do. They are ready to jump on it and make it a relationship. However, you kept these things separate, and now Spirit is saying, y'all need to combine the two. They are in agreement with business and pleasure mixing in this season. Okay? Constructs. All right, so let's pull your closing oracle. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribe. I see so many comments. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope it resonates with you. Please comment below. I see some of your comments, but they look like they're retracted, so I don't know exactly what you were saying. But please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Share, comment, and like the video so that you guys can share this with other Scorpios. Follow me on TikTok too, because I do drop little gems over there, a lot, shorter reels, but stuff that you can constantly keep connected with me because we go live and we're acting more on there on a daily basis. All right. So in closing, the answers you need are coming, Scorpio. Full moon in Gemini. Let's see what the book might relate with that. But the answers you need are coming. What are you questioning? Whether this is a relationship that should be pursued beyond business. I think you got enough confirmation to move forward with this, but let's see what the book says as far as the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, hint, hint, a little flirting may be called for if you're in the middle of an argument. Interesting. This card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. Wow, interesting. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power, as metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it. Your word is your wand. You create your magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. So this card could also mean having an important conversation but staying calm. It also could mean don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? Okay. Could be someone on the work front or in business right now that is trying to get your attention in a love manner and you think it's just business. So pay attention to that. This also could mean you need to laugh off the situation and just move on, or job applications have good prospects currently. Okay. So that is your money, career, and wealth message for the month of August, Scorpio. I hope that it resonates with you. If it does, continue to comment, y'all. I appreciate all the comments in the chat because, oh my God, who is this? I don't know your name. Tell me your name. Do you have a question you want to answer? Because I will give you a yes or no question at this time if you're interested. If not, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Please subscribe so you can come back when we do have lives. But for now, this is the Scorpio reading. We have about one or two more. We'll probably do one more today because of the morning rush I have. Matter of fact, speaking of Gemini next. Interesting. Gemini, then Aquarius. But Scorpio, if there aren't any questions, because I see a lot of 100s in the chat, thank you very much. Scorpio, everybody does not have to be the face of the business. Sometimes the money is in being the person who knows who needs who, right? You doing the connecting. So just make sure everybody understands the deal and there's no people out of the loop of things and that can come back to bite you. Because otherwise, that could be a very great opportunity for not only a business deal and in love and relationships and partnerships moving forward. All right. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Love and light. I'll see you guys next video and next reflection.